Today is 2nd November. Happy birthday, Shahrukh. I guess this is the first time that I'm saying it on my channel that I am truly very inspired by this man. Growing up watching his movies, he was the first person to become an inspirational figure to me, and he still continues to be so. Whenever I tell anybody how much I love Shah, I don't think people understand that I'm not just some fangirl, not just somebody who is extremely attracted by his looks only. I think I'm very inspired and impacted, might I say, by the type of human being that he is. And looking up to him all these years, watching his movies, and not only movies but following his work offline, off screen, has shaped me to become a better human being. So today I'll tell you why exactly I love Shahrukh Khan, and before you decide to end the video or skip to the next video, let me just tell you that I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the qualities that I love about him. Today's video is about 10 life lessons that he has given us through his movies. I think his movies are highly underrated because he is widely known as this romantic actor, and there are so many hidden life lessons and life hacks and inspirational things in his movies that are just camouflaged by this packaging of romance and masala and movie and Bollywoody stuff only. So being inspired by him, I really feel that it is my duty to inspire more people through his work, and so let's just get started. Shahrukh is a person who is an absolute workaholic. In various of his interviews, he has told the interviewer, the reporter, how much he loves going to work. It is not only off screen that he has shared his love for work, but also on screen.
Please be seated. मिस्टर माथुर, आपने तो सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में सिर्फ डिप्लोमा किया है, हमें तो डिग्री होल्डर्स मिल रहे हैं।
राइट। अब मैं आपका मतलब समझा नहीं सर।
इनके कहने का मतलब है हम आपको नौकरी में क्यों रखे? वाई मैं राइट सर?
यस।
क्योंकि डिग्री से सिर्फ सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है सर, अकल नहीं।
जो आप में है।
जी हाँ।
In this clipping from the movie Raju Man Gaya Gentleman, you can see how he challenges the notion that only having a certificate or only having a degree does not prove that you are intelligent and smart from here. Look at the way his confidence shows when he goes and sits on that chair and tells those people that it is not only the degree that matters, but the smartness and intelligence here that does. And then when they cross-question him by saying that if he actually feels he is smart, he says yes. Currently, the scenario of the market is so competitive. Everybody is trying to get more and more certificates added to the resume, but they are not getting enough skills that add to their resume. Even if it does not show you have a certificate in a certain skill, if you can show that skill with work, not on paper, it counts. It really does count. So please have that confidence in you. And first and foremost, don't run after certifications to only have a good impression on the company or of yourself. Have that skill. Make sure you have that skill. And once you get that skill, confidence will come automatically.
जो धंधे के लिए सही वो सही, जो धंधे के लिए गलत वो गलत, इससे ज्यादा कभी सोचा नहीं। कोई भी धंधा छोटा नहीं होता और धंधे से बड़ा कोई धर्म नहीं होता, मेरी अम्मी जान कहती थी।
This clipping is from the movie Raees, Well, he talks about work, how work is important, and how no work is small or big. So youngsters, when they graduate from college and they're looking for a job, even when I was looking for a job, I had this mentality that I want to have a very lavish job because I am qualified in a certain way or the other. But then, slowly and steadily going up the ladder and going into more and more of my career, I understood that if you someday want to become your own boss or you want to own your own company and have a life where you call the shots, you cannot say that this work is small for me. You have to learn everything from the peon work to the CEO work. And this is something that is portrayed through the dialogue of Rais. And I absolutely adore this dialogue so much that, कोई भी काम छोटा नहीं होता और कोई भी काम बड़ा नहीं होता. Okay, from work now we jump right into love. Shahrukh is globally known as this romantic hero, this chocolate boy and the king of romance and whatnot. But he's not the man who just gets the girl by chance, as so I feel. I'm going to show you two very important clippings, and some very core love lessons that he gives out as a form of a dialogue. And I really feel that those two lessons have been very, very important in my personal love life. And I think those are just universal laws. Let's see.
क्या तुमने कभी कुर्सी खरीदी? हाँ. एक कुर्सी खरीदने से पहले हम कितनी सारी कुर्सियां देखते हैं, कितनी सारी कुर्सियां ट्राई करते हैं. कुर्सी आफ्टर कुर्सी आफ्टर कुर्सी आफ्टर. एक कुर्सी चूज करने से पहले अगर हम इतनी सारी कुर्सियां देखते हैं तो एक लाइफ पार्टनर चूज करने से पहले हमें ऑप्शंस नहीं देखने चाहिए क्या? एंड
So the first clipping is from the movie Dear Zindagi. I was so impressed by this movie. I was not expecting this movie to be so impactful. For ages and ages now, there has been a fight between the two genders of the feminine and the masculine gender. Girls and women are always treated a little inferior than the men, and when both the parties commit a certain type of mistake or they do some kind of a not morally ethical thing, the society, and which also includes girls and ladies and women, point the finger towards the girl and not the guy. In this clipping, Shahrukh so beautifully explains that dating more than one people in a lifetime is not any kind of a sin. That people cannot just call you a bad word just because you have changed partners frequently. And he also explains the whole thing, the whole concept of why one person changes a partner more than once or twice or whatever is the number, and why it is justified, obviously coming from good intent. So first of all, if you are someone who judges a person by the number of exes they had, I really think you should, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, come on, in which generation are you living? Don't be afraid to be choosy. I think one of the best things that I have done and learned from my relationships, which has immensely worked for me, was that all of the past relationships that did not work for me, I made mental notes about what were the things that went wrong in those relationships and what I could have done better and what I misjudged in my partner. So when the whole picture was clear, I had a list of things, a list of pros and cons, a list of qualities and values that I wanted in my partner and that I didn't want in my partner. So I was absolutely clear as to what I was looking for. This is something that people miss. You just go out there trying to find love, but you yourself are not sure who you're looking for. So make that list absolutely clear for yourself. And there's no harm in choosing and going out with multiple people, not at the same time. Don't stop looking, you'll find them.
प्यार प्यार दोस्ती है. अगर वो मेरी सबसे अच्छी दोस्त नहीं बन सकती तो मैं उससे कभी प्यार कर ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि दोस्ती बिना तो प्यार होता ही नहीं. सिंपल. प्यार दोस्ती है.
Okay, so who doesn't love Kuch Kuch Hota Hai? I know when it comes to Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, there are two categories of people. One who are immensely in love with the movie and can see them 50, 100 times, which is me, and one who thinks it is a very cliche love story. So I'm not going by any logic, or I'm not defending or criticizing the movie. I'm here saying that this dialogue which Shahrukh says in the movie, which is called "Love is Friendship," it is such a beautiful dialogue. I was really young when this movie came out, but it is so powerful and impactful to me, knowing that this statement makes so much sense. Earlier, when I was in a relationship, I would always look for that romantic partner, that pampering partner, who I could pamper, who could pamper me. But then somehow the friendship angle was not considered. But then when I actually understood the depth of this dialogue, I actually understood how important friendship is. There are times when you can only say certain things to your friends, which comes out in the form of a filter to your partner. But when you find a friend in a partner and a partner in a friend, then somehow you could switch roles and tell that person that you love and want to spend the rest of your life with what is wrong as a friend without any filter. And that is something which is beautiful, which eliminates all kinds of communication gap, eliminates the entrance of a third party, and it just makes life so much easier. So yes, look for love, look for that ultimate romantic partner, or however you want your partner to be. But always remember to look for that friend in that partner. Always remember to be a friend, to have that friendship, because some days love will not be enough. Some days you have to have fun like friends. Some days you have to talk and be crazy like friends. And that is why you should always have a friend in a lover. So the next 3 clippings from 3 different movies can be put into one heading of self-belief. One by one, I'm going to explain why I chose those clippings and why I personally feel they are very important life lessons. Let's just go.
प्लीज तुम नैना को नहीं छोड़ सकते, बस बस। मेरी जगह होते तो तुम क्या करते? काश मैं तुम्हारी जगह पे होता।
So this clipping was from the movie Kal Ho Na Ho, and very emotional movie. I still cry watching this movie. Very beautiful movie. But in this particular scene, Shahrukh tells Saif Ali Khan that you cannot leave Preeti Zinta because she loves me. I want you to be with her because you love her, and I can't be with her. And Saif Ali Khan is in a you can say that he's more into that egotistical zone, that why should I, like, she doesn't love me, why should I be with her, and blah blah blah. And then he says the word that, what would you have done if you were in my place? And Shahrukh says this beautiful line which means that I wish I was in your place. It's making me emotional. We as human beings always feel that our life is not as fun and happening and beautiful and perfect as the other people. But if you actually look closely, there are so many people who are living such a horrified life. There are so many people who are battling day in day out for their for food, to get food for their tummies and their babies. So many people starving to death, so many people being killed just for being a certain type, or just for being in the wrong place in the wrong time. Always be grateful. I mean, it's so easy to be envious of what other people have, but look around. If you have a house, if you have a phone, if you have internet, if you have parents, if you have friends, if you have a lover, or even if you have one of these things, you have so much more to be grateful about. Please be grateful, because someone somewhere doesn't even have 1% of what you have. So be grateful.
ये मत सोचना कि तुम्हारा मैच इन 16 लड़कों से है। तुम्हारा मैच हर उस बेवकूफ के साथ जो भूल गया कि अगर लड़कियां उसको पैदा कर सकती हैं तो वो कुछ भी कर सकती हैं।
Okay, let's cut the emotion thing. I love this clip. This movie is such a power-packed movie. Chuck the India is amazing. But what I love about this certain dialogue of this movie was that we as girls are always mostly taught that we could be of the weaker sex, and we could be we are mostly dominated by these men. Whereas I'm not calling out any man, but there are certain people in this society, men and women both included, who feel this way. And this clipping is for all those girls who are affected by this thought, which may have been inserted in your brain, or you may have experienced certain things which make you feel inferior. But always remember that when you, being a girl, have the power to give birth, to give life to those blood-sucking losers who said that we aren't good enough, you can do anything you want. So never, never, never feel underconfident because of your gender, because of anything apart for your actual skill and your talent and the hard work that you have put, because of any unfair reasons. Have that confidence and fight on. Chak de.
इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि हर जर्रे ने मुझे तुमसे मिलाने की साजिश की है। कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है। आज आप सब ने मुझे मेरी चाहत से मिलाया।
So this is a very beautiful movie, Om Shanti Om, and I remember I went to the movie hall to see this, and Deepika Padukone was such a beautiful debutant in this movie. This dialogue is the main theme of the movie, which says that if you want something with all your will and all your self-belief, all your faith, if you put your faith into that want, that desire of yours, the universe plays a role, and everybody in this world, in this universe, everybody plays a part, a small part, a big part, some part to help you reach that goal. I believe in this theory totally. When you want something so bad, and not only wanting that thing, you have to work hard for it, you have to fight for it. But there's something that people miss out when they put in the hard work. They have a negative mindset. They always think about, what if I don't get it? But this theory applies, and only applies, in two things: when you put in hard work and when you have faith. If either of it is not there, you will not achieve what you want to achieve. When you want that thing, you do the work and you have faith, and you get it. Trust me, you get it. You just get it. The theme of the movie was, he wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be a star so bad that even after he died, he came back, he was reborn, and then he fulfilled his wish. So you don't have to be reborn and die and blah blah blah, all of that. You have to put in your hard work and believe. Magic formula. So the last segment is 3 clippings from 3 different movies, and these are life lessons. I love these. These are life lessons. So go ahead, watch it.
वैसे मैं किसी से एडवाइस नहीं लेता, लेकिन दूसरों को एडवाइस देने के लिए हमेशा तैयार रहता हूँ। वैसे भी अजनबियों की बात सुन लेनी चाहिए। कभी-कभी अजनबी अपनों से ज़्यादा जानते हैं।
So in this clipping from the movie Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna, Shahrukh is being funny when he says that I normally do not take any advice from people, but I'm always up for giving advices. But after that, he says something which is very, very crucial. He says something like, sometimes you should take advices from strangers, because at times strangers know you more than your own people. And it could sound weird or unbelievable to some people watching this, but many a times when we are facing a certain issue inside, we are not able to tell that issue or be open about that issue to our closest people. We hide it from them. Even though we wanted to, we can't. Because of various issues, we just can't. But that particular issue is very easily expressed to a stranger. And you never know, like when you say something to a loved one, that loved one is very much connected to you. So there's a conflict of interest. But when you ask or when you get an advice from a stranger and they're telling you something from a third point perspective, they're not in the circle that you're in. From there, the picture is very clear, which you can't see. So sometimes when you feel stuck, I think it's okay to go talk to a stranger, vent out stuff, and it's okay to express certain things that you may not be able to express to other people. Like I listen to a lot of speakers, I listen to a lot of personalities, and they don't know me in person, they don't know what problem I'm facing. But listening to them, listening to these complete strangers, so many of my issues have got sorted. So don't judge a person and don't think that only your loved ones can give you advice. Many a times, a stranger could also give you an advice.
दुनिया में दो तरह के लोग होते हैं, विनर्स एंड लूजर्स. लेकिन जिंदगी हर लूजर को वो एक मौका जरूर देती है जिसमें वो विनर बन सकता है.
Okay, this clipping is from the movie Happy New Year, and this is the main theme of the movie, which is there are winners and there are losers, and life gives at least one opportunity to the losers to become winners. And I think this is I love this dialogue, but I think it's a sort of incomplete thing. Life will give you an opportunity to turn the tables, but what's missing in this dialogue is that you need to be prepared. Waiting for an opportunity to knock on your door, when you open the door, you just, at that moment, you can't start preparing. You just can't wait for the flight, for the plane to arrive and then start packing. You have to start planning what you want to pack, where you want to go, how you want to travel, and be ready. And have faith that the plane will come and pick you up. So life will give you opportunities, but if you're not prepared, you won't be able to detect those opportunities, and you will just crib and complain and cry about life being unfair, whereas life was just waiting with a dish full of delicacies to feed you, but you were not ready to eat it.
लेकिन एक बात मैंने बहुत जल्दी समझ ली थी, उन्हें मत भूलो, वे तुम्हें तब जानते थे जब तुम कुछ नहीं थे.
And this last clipping is from a cameo role which Shahrukh did from the movie Luck by Chance. And there's a reason I kept it right at the end. We all want to be, do, and have great things in life. But what I've seen and what has been beautifully pointed out through this dialogue is that when you reach the top, never forget those who were there when you were here climbing. And I've seen so many people forget that journey, that whole climbing journey. They have forgotten that journey. They have forgotten the hardships. They have forgotten the people who were there pushing them and motivating them and, encouraging them to go and climb further and further. Some people were on top. They were pulling them up. So never forget those people who are there with you. I can't even imagine how I seen the news, how some kids abandon their parents, some kids become violent with their parents. I mean, that's just horrific to me. I have had bosses who have climbed the ladder of being an employee and now they're a boss, but they treat us as if they have never known what struggle is, as if they do not understand our circumstances. and these people are just losers. And don't worry if someone is treating you badly. Life, there's something called karma, my friend, and it's my faith that karma comes back with a heavy rate of interest. So do not hate on anybody, but this lesson is for you. No matter how bad people treat you, don't learn the wrong things from them. If someone is on the top and they're treating the lower people disrespectfully, that's not something you should learn. This is a life lesson, and this is a hack, an ultimate truth. Never forget those who were there with you, sticking by you when you were climbing, when you were struggling, when no one else was there, when all the limelight was not on you, when all the claps and the awards and the people and the fans were not with you. Those people were there with you, so never forget them. Okay, so now that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and this video is very close to my heart because I'm releasing it on the 2nd of November, which is today, Shahrukh's birthday. I hope he sees this video somewhere, sometime. This video is for all the fans who love Shahrukh. Please just don't admire him just like that. Learn from him. Learn from his movies, learn from his work, learn from his life, and do what he does. Be a hard worker, be a family man, and be grateful and humble. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll be really grateful if you decide to share this video and tag Shahrukh. Much love. See you soon.
तो तुम बहुत बड़े बनना चाहते हो?
बहुत ही बड़ा, और बहुत सारे ख्वाब भी हैं मेरे। वैसे मैं ही क्यों, इस सड़क पर हर चलने वाला कहीं ना कहीं पहुंचना चाहता है, नहीं?